Hey everybody, how are ya? It is Sunday right now, Sunday the 16th of February, and it is my pickups of the week along with what I've watched this week. It's been a crazy week for watching stuff, so much that I'll get to at the end of the video. But if you are just here for the pickups, I have got massive pickups this week. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. I've got 11 pickups. 11 pickups this week. A mix of Blu-rays and 4Ks and deals from Amazon, 88 Films, and also CEX. So let's go through it. Let's have a look and see what we have. I'm repping the new t-shirt I got today, my It You'll Float To. I got this on Vinted for like £2, brand new. Vinted is absolutely amazing. If you're looking to get like movie merchandise and things like that, Vinted is the way to go. So, I'm going to go through some of the things that I got. Now, I don't remember the prices for a lot of this, but it wasn't a lot. First three pickups were CEX pickups. I got them yesterday. Nice pickups. This one, I've seen this movie, but I thought I'd like to add it to the collection because it's a Blu-ray, and it is, of course, Nicolas Cage in Pig. This movie is very underrated, very strange, but this is the kind of career that Cage has chose over the last few months and years. These really weird roles, and it truly is one to watch. So there we go. It's an altitude movie. It is Pig. Have a look at that. Next up is a movie that I have only seen the first 20 minutes of. I don't know why I never watched the whole thing. It's not because I never liked it. I think something came up and I couldn't finish it, and I never went back to it. But I remember it being really disturbing, especially the first 20 minutes. It was crazy. It's Matt Dillon's The House That Jack Built, a Lars von Trier movie, the full uncensored version. This was only £4 at CEX, so I'm really happy I got that. And it's one of these Curzon artificial eye collections, and as you can see with the disc as well, it's that one. So there we go, like £4. I quite like that. The House That Jack Built. Now this next one was a little bit more expensive. It was £18 in CEX. It's a Blu-ray, but it's a movie, believe it or not, that I have never seen, and it's one of the cult classics. It's one that, you know, most people have seen, but I have not, and people say to me, if you love vampires, Chris, and you've never seen this film, get it watched. I've had opportunities to watch it on streaming services, but I've held back, and I've found the Blu-ray. It's quite an expensive Blu-ray for £18, but I'm happy I've got it. It is Catherine Bigelow's Near Dark. I have heard this is one of the greats. Lance Henriksen's in it. Bill Paxton is supposed to be like, well, there he is. Bill Paxton is supposed to be amazing in this. So I'm really happy I got that. Near Dark, part of the collection. That's a watch this week. I'm going to be watching that this week. So I'm super excited about that. And I'll tell you how it was next Sunday. This was and 88 Films. I got this on their website. I've got more films coming from them. They've got a great sale going on at the moment, but I got this one. I don't know much about it, but I just love the idea and the sound of it. It is Taxi Hunter. Has anyone seen this movie? Please tell me if you have, because it looks like a lot of fun. It's a Korean film, but lots of gore, lots of fun stuff. About a careless cabbie driver who declares war on the entire profession. It's kind of like Falling Down with Michael Douglas, you know, when you just have a bad day and you just go crazy. Next up, more CEX purchases. This one was the beginning of the week. Found these and they were just absolutely in gorgeous condition. This is a Eureka title. It is Stephen King's Sleepwalkers. Now, can we just say, look how amazing the spot gloss is on this the slip cover. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is the Blu-ray of it, the special Blu-ray edition, but I absolutely love this cover. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I've seen this movie years and years ago. I remember it being really cheesy about cat people. It's just so ridiculous, but I do need a rewatch of it. It's been many years. Next up, this is another one I got. It is a Vestron Collection series title. Again, I've never seen this one, but I do love the slipcover. It is Candyman Day of the Dead. This is a really nice slip, as you can see. Really nice. Got a nice kind of little bit of a shine on it. I've heard this movie isn't anything to write home about, but I did like this one. And it was a good price as well. I think it was like £10. 9 something, I can't remember, in CEX. Pretty cool. Another CEX collection pickup. These two were a little bit expensive, and I was recommended these movies by my father. My dad said this is a really good film. This is based on the French movie The Wages of Fear, I believe. It is William Friedkin's Sorcerer, the 40th anniversary collector's edition. Now, I have never seen this movie, but I've heard it's really cool. Inside, you got a poster and a really nice picture disc and reversible sleeve cover as well, which I think is really cool. So I've heard really good things about this. People always say that The Wages of Fear is a better movie, the French one, but I still want to watch this. So that's going to be a watch this week as well. So, and this is also going to be a watch this week. This was a little bit expensive. This was, I think this was £18 as well. It is from the legendary director of The Warriors and The Long Riders, Mr. Walter Hill. I've heard about this film, but again, I've never seen it. It is Southern Comfort. Now, this one comes in a black Blu-ray case, which you don't see very often. As you can see, no reversible art cover on it. But has anyone seen this film? Let me know in the comments. I really would like to know if it's any good. I've heard it is, but it's now part of the collection. Next up is a cheesy classic. I'm glad I've got this. I've got the first one and the second one, and it's the collection, and it's another one for my to watch. It's from Eureka, and it is Troll, the complete collection. Eat before we eat you. The great thing about this with the special edition, it says on here Troll 2, and the best worst movie, which I've never seen. So it's a first time watch for me. I've heard many mixed things, so we're going to watch that. Next up, I got on Amazon because there was a good deal on it. It was only £22, and it's the 4K special 20th anniversary edition. And it comes with lots of cool stuff like the Blu-ray, the posters, the booklets, the art cards. One of the funniest movies ever. I remember going to see this at the cinema when it came out, the day it came out. I went and saw a double feature. I can't remember the film I went and saw before, but then went to see this afterwards. And this was the one that I was like, oh, I'll go see it. And this ended up being the better movie. It is, of course, Ron Burgundy, the main man himself, who's in a glass case of emotion. It is Will Ferrell's Anchorman, the 4K and Blu-ray special edition. Comes with a nice booklet and all those amazing art cards as well. Stay classy, San Diego, Wales vagina. So there we go. Glad I've got that. And finally, I don't know why I never picked this up. They've just announced that there's going to be a special collector's box set, which really irritates me because now this becomes redundant and not part of that. But I did see it and I thought, I really want to watch the 4K of this. It is, of course, the classic Wes Craven's Nightmare on Elm Street. The slipcover on this is also really, really nice. And I'm really excited to watch this to see how it looks. Has anyone seen this yet on 4K? Is it a really good transfer? I'm excited to watch. So there we go. That's my pickups. Those are all the things that I've picked up this week. But now I'm going to talk about the things that I've watched this week, and it's been quite a lot. Right, let's talk about what I've watched this week. There is so much. We have crammed a lot into 1 week of watching, I have to be honest with you. Now, folks, the first 3 things I'm going to talk about, I'm not really 4 things, sorry, I'm not going to get into detail because I have reviews of these movies on my channel. If you want to have a look at them, please have a look up. Where am I going to look? Here. And you can find out all about them and all the fun stuff that I've been reviewing. The movies were The Order, starring Nicholas Hoult, Jude Law, Heart Eyes, the new serial killer movie, Dark Match, the wrestling horror cult film, and of course Captain America Brave New World. So if you want to find out more about those, just click that little link up above and you can watch the reviews and I'll let you know my thoughts. Now, as well as that, there's been a few more movies that I have watched. Now, first up, I'm going to talk about a movie I watched on Netflix at the beginning of the week. Something that was on my radar, but I never got around to watching it, and it is, of course, called It's What's Inside. This is like it's like a horror thriller And the idea and the concept is, imagine like a group of friends sitting around a table, and you've got a device that makes you be able to jump into the other person's body, and you're still yourself, but you're in a completely different person. And it's all about a kind of cat and mouse tale of there's things going on and they're finding out secrets about each other. Some bad things happen. They have to make some really crazy choices and crazy decisions. Now, I will say, if you are not fully switched on while you're watching this movie, you are going to get lost. You need to be fully immersed in it. It took me, I had to pause a couple of times and go, what? Right. So that person's that person, but they're not that person because they're lying. And it was a lot. But as an overall concept and a movie itself, it's really good. I really enjoyed it. So it's What's Inside. It's on Netflix if you want to watch. It's definitely worth a watch. But like I say, just be ready to. It's not one of those ones where you can look at your phone and you have to be fully immersed, completely immersed in that movie. Next up was a real shocker. It was on Amazon Prime. It's called Coming Home in the Dark. This is a New Zealand low-budget kind of horror thriller film. To give you the concept, it's about a family who go for a day out, a husband, wife, and two boys who go for a day out hiking in the hills, sitting having a picnic, and then all of a sudden, two gentlemen turn up, one with a gun, and all hell ensues from this moment. Now, I will say, this movie has at least 3 proper gasp shock moments in the entire film. This is one of those films where I guarantee you will sit up and go, what? I loved that. Sorry, it really surprised me. As an overall movie, it's really good. It builds the tension. You don't know why these guys are doing what they're doing. Reminiscent of the movie Funny Games and Eden Lake. It's got that kind of feel to it. But the main character that plays, the actor that plays Mandrake, that's his character's name, is so good. He plays that, bad guy so well. So still, quiet, doesn't raise his voice, doesn't lose it, just absolutely chilling. This is a great watch. Coming Home in the Dark. Please, 90 minutes that you will at the end go, that was an amazing watch. So, yeah, it's Coming Home in the Dark. Really good movie. I managed to get round to watching the new Robbie Williams movie, Better Man. Of course, if you don't know, it's a musical about his whole entire life. But in the movie, he is played by a CGI monkey. Now, I thought the monkey thing was going to throw me off and I was going to get, a bit taken out of the situation with. But I have to say, within about 10 minutes, you forget that he's a monkey. If you don't know anything about Robbie Williams and you're coming in completely blind to this, I do think it's a movie that will just go over your head. If you have been brought up in the music scene and you know the kind of story of Take That, the band, his ups and downs, some of the pop stars that are around him, like from the band All Saints, Nicole Appleton. If you know this stuff, then it's going to be a great watch. The music and the choreography is on point. The new arrangements of the songs are wonderful. It's got a lot of heart and a lot of great stories. Steve Pemberton plays Robbie's dad. Overall, as a movie, I absolutely loved it, but I can understand why it's been a bit of a flop at the moment in the US and it's not making any money, because if you don't know Robbie, it's just a generic, rags to riches with a lot of kind of serious, stories underneath. If you don't know him and you're not invested in him, then it's a bit of a kind of hard watch. So, good movie. I really enjoyed it. Better Man, definitely worth a watch. 2 nights ago, I managed to watch on Apple Plus TV. Let me just say something right now. Streaming services are great. I watch streaming, but I also collect physical. And if I've got an opportunity to watch it on 4K, the physical, I always will. But the only platform that I do think really delivers when it comes to home streaming is Apple TV. All of their movies and their TV shows have so much more budget and it looks better, sharper images. And the movie that I watched the other night was called The Gorge, starring Miles Teller, Anna Taylor-Joy, and Sigourney Weaver. To give you the concept, these two people are basically like on this outpost in the middle of nowhere. They don't know where they are, but they're guarding this gorge, this massive gorge, and they have to stay there for a year with no contact really from the outside world, and they just have to protect from things coming out of the gorge. Now, I don't want to give too much away, but there was a lot of kind of different films that were coming to mind when I was watching this. I Am Legend was coming to mind with a lot of kind of really good heartfelt moments. Miles Teller and Anna Taylor-Joy as a couple in this are absolutely brilliant to watch. Really good. The action scenes are on point, and when things happen, things happen. This is a great watch. 2 hours and 10 minutes of my life that flew by because the story was good. A nice original story with a kind of nice concept, and it builds and builds. It's got a lot of kind of legs to it. So, and just because it's Apple TV, they do such a great job. So, The Gorge, really good watch. If you get a chance, I totally recommend it. And then I had a little dabble. I don't know why I did that. Had a little dabble in some TV this week. I have started watching the Superman and Lois TV show because I've always heard great things about it. And I thought, you know what? Let's get started. I am 3 episodes in. It's good, but it's another one of those classic things of it's a slow build. I have been told, get through season 1 and then it really ramps up. So it's hard for me because I've got so many other things that I want to watch, but I'm still going to stick by it. I'm a big Superman fan and DC fan. So Superman Lois, I'm 3 episodes in, so fingers crossed it does get better. But so far, it's been all right, but I want more. And the other TV show I watched, first episode, watched it with my wife, and I am definitely going to watch both seasons of it, is Bad Sisters. This is also on Apple TV. To give you an idea of the story, it's about a group of sisters in Ireland. The sister's husband is dead, and he was a bit of not a nice person. I was going to say a naughty word there. He was not a nice person. And basically, the sisters have come together to get rid of him, and it's all about them keeping it a secret. I'm 1 episode in, and I'm hooked. Bad Sisters, this got a lot of great reviews. Give it a watch. Really good British acting talent in it as well, so really enjoying it. And even though it's set in Britain, just the look of it with Apple TV makes everything look so good. It looks amazing. It really does. So, yeah, that's what I watch. So, that is my entire week. My movie reviews, as well as everything else that I've watched. It's been a great week of TV and movies. It really has. So, looking forward to next week to watch some of my 4Ks and what else is on the horizon as well. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Peace!